Alright, hello, I am back. I was away for way too long, and I know I said I was going to have more Halloween videos up, but I dropped the ball on that, so nothing I can do about it now. Sorry. But I am back with this orange and teal, like minty, really pretty, I think, look. So if you want to see how I got this, just, keep watching. Okay, so it's confession time. I already had this entire video filmed, and I didn't like how I looked. So, reshooting. That's confession number one, and probably the only one, I think, for the video. Anyway, that being said and done, I already have my skin primed with my NYX Honeydew Me Up Primer, my pretty much go-to at the moment because I'm out of my #1 favorite, but I do like this primer. And then I also have my under eyes primed with the Smashbox Hydrating Under Eye Primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my lids primed, and we're gonna get this on the road. Okay, so for my lids, I do know now that I do like this, but I have this little sample of the Anastasia eyeshadow primer to give it a try. Used this in the first version of this video, and I did actually really like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this on my Scott Barnes glass palette because Tati has one, so obviously I have to have one. And if you have not used this primer, you do not need a lot. I'm just taking a tiny, tiny dollop, like itty bitty. I'm gonna paint that on my lid with a MAC 242, which is just a flat paddle concealer brush. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. Look at that. Okay, let's paint this on our face. I do really like how this primer works. It's very much so, from what I hear from friends who have used this in comparison to the P. Louise, it's kind of similar. It's super pigmented. I do wish that she would come out with with a shade range, rather. Kind of like the P. Louise bases, but this is a great primer. This is almost a little bit too bright even for my liking. And I know some of my deeper skinned people out there would really like something a little bit deeper than this, but still brighter. Like on my deep skin clients with the paint pots, I use Lay and Low, which is my skin tone shade. And I use Painterly on myself. And I'm just going to take my NARS concealer brush and kind of blend this out so there's no like hard textures. Look at that. Good. Now we're going to get into the fun part, which is color. So we're going to take the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Come on, focus on me. And I'm just going to take a large paddle brush. This one is from Bare Minerals, but you could easily use, like Morphe makes a really big one. You could use the Morphe B77, which is a badger hair brush. So it's a large paddle brush. And we're using this because we're going to be covering a large area, and we want to kind of get it done pretty quick. So I'm going to come into the Jeffree Star palette, and we're going to take Suck, which is that really beautiful orange in the first row, and just start smacking it all over. Okay. And I'm just creating a really nice round shape. So with my eyes being more almond, kind of brings, you know, the inside portion of the eye color closer to my brow, which is totally fine for me. I like that look a lot. I'm not totally ready to say goodbye to spring and summer colors, even though we are getting closer to winter. It snowed the other day here in St. Louis, so I want a little bit of warmth. And because it is getting closer to winter, I really like to play with darker aesthetics. So the colors are bright, but color placement is going to make this a really interesting look. Okay, so now I'm going to come into my favorite and only Morphe palette, which is the Morphe 35M. I've used this one a few times on my channel already. But you guys know I love this palette, and I'm just going to be taking Vampy Vixen, third to last in the second to bottom row, and I'm going to take that on a MAC 221, and I'm just tucking this right into the innermost portion of my crease to give me a little definition without taking away too much of this really bright color. Just like that. I'm not really adding a lot of depth. I'm just not going to go any darker than this shade to just keep this kind of really soft on the lid. And already this is turning out better than yesterday's filming. Not gonna lie. I'm already much happier with it. I think sometimes, like, I'm not gonna say I'm a creator, but as a creative individual, like, you know, if you're not happy with your work, that's okay. If you're in a position to be able to redo it, like, makeup is really easy to redo because it doesn't take too incredibly long and it's not too frustrating usually, unless you're like a body painter. But like beauty makeup, not too stressful. But like I have some friends who are painters by profession, like artistic painters. And you know, if they're not happy with their work, that's hours and hours and hours and hours of work. And that can be really depressing and really defeating. And that is, for the most part, I mean, really, all I'm using with the 35M for. So, we're done with her. Okay. I'm gonna come back into Suck. I'm gonna take a 217, and we're just gonna kind of buff that over the edges. So for those of you who haven't been around for 800 years like me, this is a MAC 217, which for the longest time was like the ultimate crease brush. And this shape is still very, very good. Morphe has some good dupes. Other brands have really good versions of this as well. This is one of the original 217s, so it's still a natural fiber brush. MAC did go to completely synthetic over the last few years. But I love my animal hair brushes. They just work so good. So that's it for the lid for now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and everything off camera, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so foundation and concealer are laid down. I used the Photo Focus concealer in Medium Tawny is my shade from Wet n Wild. And then I just went in with the Studio Fix powder foundation from MAC in NC 40. And it's really distressing me, like it's a hair lighter, but I'm almost to this shade. So I'm losing my summer color quickly. It's really upsetting. I'm ready for a spray tan. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. We are now going to do the under eye area. And for that, I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk. We're going to fill in our waterline and do just a little bit underneath the lash line. So nothing too crazy, nothing too big. You look crazy, but that's okay. And I'm just going to take my Morphe G28. It's just a flat liner brush, and we're just going to kind of smooth this out. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take the flip side of that, still with the Jeffree Star palette. We're going to take Cute, first shade in the like middle-ish row, second row. Middle, there's no middle, it's even numbers. Anyway, we're just going to take the flat side of the brush and kind of press that color in. If you are really, really fair, you might not need to do the white base, but I do have olive toned skin and I have the ability to get really, really dark. So having a light base underneath really helps this color pop. If you are more fair, it might show up really bright on you. So lucky you. I'm just going to take a NARS angled brush and we're going to place this color in the waterline as well. I know NYX makes some like really bright eyeliners, as does I think ColourPop. So if you have like that mint one, or if you have a mint liner, you know, you could use that for this part as well. but I'm happy with how that looks. Make the ugliest faces possible. That really helps with your application. So now I'm just gonna take Good Morning and go over my brow highlight area. Don't worry, we're gonna add shimmer there here in a minute. This just will help diffuse that orange and really help the brow look not like highlighted in white. And now I'm gonna do something a little interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna take this shadow, which is called Moon is Blue. This is an old MAC one. This is a color-drenched pigment formula. And I wanna say this is Holiday from like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. I will put the link down below, or just, you know, put down here when it came out, what collection it was with. But any like really vivid navy blue is gonna work well for this, or you could even do like a really rich purple, like the purple from the Jawbreaker palette. But I like this blue. So I'm gonna pick that up on my JS7 angled brush. We're gonna wet her with some fixing spray. Let me zoom in a little more. Wow. I'm not doing a full line, and I'm kind of coming from right underneath. I'm gonna take it straight out and just hug the lash line a little bit. So I'm not doing the top, I'm not doing it all the way across the line. It's just like a little thorn of color. Now, if you are one of my subscribers who do follow me on Instagram, you will notice that this look is very familiar, and that's because I did design a look inspired by my Crackle nail polish from several months ago, and I filmed it and never posted it because I was not happy with the overall look. But this design, I think, is much better. Now, this is where it gets a little brave. You could easily stop here and be totally done. But I did something with the original look that I really do like. So we're just gonna take some liner. I'm gonna go kind of right in the middle of one eye. Do a little line. And then kind of create a tear. And then have a little one higher up. This is much braver and a little more outside the box. This isn't the craziest look on the face of the planet, by no means. There are some really incredible artists who do some really fun things with their looks that I actually am going to try to recreate, with always crediting the original artist. But, you know, I like those really interesting looks. Okay, and I just have one on this side. So I would walk around like this because I'm comfortable with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do bronzer, mascara, and stuff, and be back to show you the finished look. Sit tight. For you, it's gonna be like 2 seconds. For me, it's like 5 minutes. All right, we are back with the finished look, and I went with my big bronze, beachy, wavy hair, because again, not ready to let these vibes go just yet. So, here we are. Totally just realized I did not mention what I have on the rest of my face. So, oops. For my bronzer, I did the Wet Shady Beaches from Wet n Wild. Probably my favorite bronzer of the moment. For highlight, I did the Wet n Wild Highlighting Gold Bar. So that's that. For my brows, I used the NYX Micro Brow and set that with the Essence Clear Brow Gel. And that's about it. Now back to our regularly scheduled outro.